Hi, happy Sunday. How you doing? I hope all is well with you, wherever you are. Hi. This today is a 75-minute flow. It's my normal yoga sanctuary class, which is kind of mixed level, beginner, inter. But don't worry too much, I'll explain everything as we go. My name's Josh, if we haven't met before. I guess you know that, you're on my page. And this is the second of my weekly normal classes from Yoga Sanctuary, combined in with lots of other stuff that's going on online right now as well. So please do check that out. Facebook, Instagram and YouTube. Cool. So we're going to start today in a comfortable seat. Whatever that means for you. Feel free, if you want props, use them, grab them, get them ready. I don't have anything set in mind, so it really is up to you. Please listen to your body, any injuries, anything like that. Obviously I'm not there to really guide you hands-on through this, so it's very much up to you to take breaks, to breathe, take it easy. Yes, and so if you have a block you'd like to sit on one, feel free to do so. If you'd like to start in Virasana on your knees, any cross-legged variation works for me. This block could be a pillow, it could be a blanket, it's all good. So legs can be in any kind of Padmasana lotus variation or Sukhasana, cross-legged, one leg in front of the other. And hands, let's have the hands resting on the knees, and you can have them whatever comes naturally, palms face down or palms face up. If you'd like to, you can take chin mudra, and that's the index finger behind the thumb. The rest of the fingers released, and you just release the back of the hand to the knees. Now actually what we're doing here is just creating a loop with the energy, the prana, that we're taking in, that we're using. We're heightening the prana and letting it circle in instead of letting it out through the fingertips, if you decide to take that mudra. So, find this comfortable base. Settle in. If you've got extra skin that you want to get rid of and from underneath, definitely remove that. So you can ground down, feel your pelvis sink down, feel the legs be really heavy. The eyes gently close. Feel that light lift through the crown of the head. Nothing too crazy, nothing too drastic, just a gentle lift. The arms heavy, the hands relaxed. And then take your breath in, your first breath. Inhale. Exhale, just let go of this one, let go of the air. That's the first one. We're just engaging the breath now. The second one becomes a bit longer, a bit deeper, a bit more focused. We hold it here for a moment at the top, and you can feel yourself here, your body in space, your chest expanded, full of air, and then exhale. As you exhale, there's a release, a softening. And then you go again, a third, final breath here, a full deep inhalation. And then take this exhalation as long as you can, really long, extend it out and let go of every last drop of air, and really try to release the weight of the body down, spread the torso, ground down. Now from here, just grow those roots even further. So become aware of the parts of the body that are in contact with the mat, and really imagine here, if you can, growing those roots down. And then from the roots, we extend up the spine. You can roll the shoulders up, back and down. Create space through the chest. Gently tuck the chin. Find stillness again here. And the awareness comes to rest on the third eye space, the space between the eyebrows. Let that space soften. Let the eyebrows come apart, let the forehead soften. And then relax down through the face. There's the eyes, the cheekbones, the jaw. Become aware of the tongue inside the mouth, the lips. And then continue down the body, through the neck, the throat. And when you're relaxing as you're going, but also just acknowledging, just appreciating, observing. So don't worry if anywhere is particularly tight. We're looking at the right shoulder blade and down the right arm, down through the right hand. See what's there, see what you've brought with you today to your mat. Just check in, take this time to check in with yourself. And as you scan down through the left arm, the left fingers, and then down through the torso and the chest, maybe you're also beginning to develop a sense of what you've brought with you today mentally, emotionally. The kind of mood that you're in. You continue down through the pelvis, through the legs. Let the legs be relaxed where they can to soften. Release the feet, the heels, the toes. Bring your energy to your heart center, that space right in the center of the chest. And see if you can notice there a rise and fall. Don't worry if you can't. If you can't feel the rise and fall there, maybe you can notice it somewhere else. If you can, just observe the sensations there of the chest. See if you can completely relinquish all control. Become the observer, the witness. To your own miracle happening all the time, all by itself. If the mind wanders at any point, it's no problem. You just notice as soon as you can, notice. Softly let the thought go, and then gently bring the mind back. And wherever you're feeling the breath is great. Notice it. If you can't feel the breath at all, try resting your awareness just on your nostrils, on the inside tip of the nostrils. Now the body is still. The mind has arrived. And we can set an intention for our practice. Bring your hands to Anjali Mudra. Gently bow the chin towards the hands. Take a second to set your intention, whatever that might be. Physical, mental, spiritual, something from everyday life. Let this serve as your practice. It is a practice, it is always a practice. We are always practicing yoga. And whatever we practice in yoga, we take with us, we hopefully learn lessons on our mat. We find strength of character and understanding and carry it with us into our lives, our normal lives, our outside world. Let this be your safe space. Let it be for you. Inhale. And exhale, release the hands down. Engage Mula Bandha on the next inhalation. That's the low belly. Hugging in Uddiyana Bandha, the navel towards the spine. Mula Bandha in your pelvis, a lift there. Inhale. And then exhale, begin the head roll. The ear coming down towards the shoulder and then the chin down towards the chest. Inhale from the bottom to come all the way up. Keep the eyes gently closed, the forehead gently open. And exhale all the way down. Letting the breath be full here, very full to guide the movement. And this is the first time we're really forging the bond between the movement and the breath. So really find it now, explore it now. Know that you don't have to stay with me during this practice. You don't have to take the same rhythm. If something feels good, you want to go further, please do. If something doesn't, don't. Come out when you need to. Pause at any time. I'm just a guide. Full breath. Everything else remains very still, and exhale. We're going to change direction on your next inhalation. Inhale to come up, keeping the jaw relaxed, the eyes relaxed. Mula Bandha held, that's your base lock in the pelvis. Navel hugging in towards the spine just to support the low back. Notice what's there, what's going on in the shoulders, in the neck, in the throat. What have you brought with you physically today? What's going on in the body? Full breath. Inhale. And exhale. Return the head back to neutral. Bring the fingertips onto the shoulders to touch. The elbows come together. Inhale, circle the elbows up. And exhale, take them down. Relaxing everything. Stay soft here as much as you can. Still that pelvis, that grounding, that base rooting down into the mat, that lift through the crown of the head. Inhaling. Let the shoulders open up, the chest open up. Exhale to come down. Relaxing through the jaw. Maybe even just smiling to yourself. Enjoy it. Inhale and exhale. And then we're going to change direction. Inhale. Maybe here you can even lift the chest. Feel that opening through the side body. It's just slide there into the ribs. Inhale. Chest opens. Spine lengthens as the tailbone roots down. Full breath in. Inhale. And exhale. The eyes are still gently closed here, or if they're open, you can keep them on one spot. Just keep them focused there. Drishti, that's enabling you to really stay focused and aware with the body, not distracted. This is your last round. Exhale, release the hands down. Remove the block if you were on one, or the blanket, or the bolster, and come into your tabletop from here. So we're squaring off with a nice base, with the wrists, the knees in line, the index finger roots down, splay the fingers evenly, the shoulders above the wrists, toes in line with the knees. Make sure everything's there, it's neutral, it's easy. No tension being held to start. Now from here, we're going to take an inhalation. And then exhale, push into the base of that index finger around the spine, look towards the navel. Inhale to come through, take it nice and slow as you can, with the breath guiding. You look up, shoulders down the back. Inhale, round. And exhale, warming up through each vertebrae. Oh, inhale. Take your own time, breath is full, and if there's any extra movement you'd like to take, you can definitely feel free to take it. Exhale. Take one more round. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale to return to a neutral spine. We're going to take the right arm here, around in front. Inhale. And exhale to take it down. Inhale, working into the side body and that shoulder blade. Exhale. Again, just keep your awareness in that shoulder. See what's going on there. Exhale. One more here. And then let's change direction. Just take the circle in the other way around. Keep the shoulder as loose as you can. Full breath. Working into the side body, that shoulder blade, the armpit, and then release the hand down. Work the left hand, inhale, and exhale. Circling, opening up that side body. Keep the left hip reaching back. Full breath. Tongue relaxed in the mouth. And then changing direction. Inhale. Lengthening that left arm. Try to keep it as loose as you can. One more here. And exhale. Inhale back into that nice neutral tabletop, and then exhale. Child's pose. Big toes together to touch. The knees go wide. Sink the hips back and down and lengthen the torso all the way down to the mat as much as you can. Release the forehead so the spine is in one long line. And then hold it here for a breath. Inhale, you're breathing into the back body. Fill up with air. Exhale, you soften where as much as you can. The torso down. And then on the inhalation, we're going to walk the hands over to the right side. So we're going to lengthen through the left side body, the left side of the torso. Keep that left hip reaching back. Exhale, you're sinking down, extending. Take the breath here. You breathe into the left rib cage. And exhale. Inhale to come through center. Exhale, let's walk it off to the left side. You lengthen the right hip back as you exhale to sink down. Full breath in. Breathing into the right rib cage and exhale. Inhale to come back through center. Hold it here for the exhalation, and then inhale, we're going to take it through the tabletop. Exhale, take the top of the toes and float the hips back and up, downward facing dog. Now you can keep the knees bent here as much as you like. Let the heels be high. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale, let the heels root down behind you as you push down through the base of that index finger. Send the chest towards the thighs. Do one more like that, inhale. Bend the knees, find length in the tailbone, and then exhale. Keep that length as you let the heels root down. Now inhale, pick the heels up high, bend the knees. Exhale, come back down to that tabletop. Take the cross of the ankles and sit back, or just take the legs out to one side and you take the hips round, extend the legs long. Hands beside you, inhale, find the flex of that foot, engage the legs, kneecaps pulling up. Work the big toes away, navel hugs in, lengthen the spine. Inhale here, and then the exhalation is your stretch of the foot. The heel comes towards you, you're lengthening through the front ankle. Inhale. Splay the toes, and then exhale. Work that foot away, a full articulation of the foot. Inhale. There's the Achilles opening up. We're preparing for our standing poses later on. Exhale by giving this good base. Making the feet nice and warm. Inhale and flexible, and then exhale. Good. From here, keep that left leg engaged. Take the right leg, hold it just under the calf, and you can work into the hip here a bit. Keep lengthening through the spine, navel hugging in. Just allow that hip to relax. Now you can hold on to the foot, make sure it's really loose to start, there's no tension being held here, and then circle the ankle. You want the hand to be doing all of the work and none of the work coming from the foot. That left leg still engaged with a flexed foot. Navel hugging in. We take a couple of circles in one direction and then we're going to change and take it in the other. Remember to breathe full breaths. Really opening up through the front of that ankle. Nice. And then lengthen that leg away. We're going to work to the other side. So your right leg is engaged, a flexed foot. Pull the kneecap up and then work that left elbow under the calf. Now again here, just work into the hip. You can keep it really nice and loose. Breathe. Smile. And then hold on to the foot. Give it a shake. Make sure it's nice and loose. The right leg is strong, it's grounded, a flexed foot, toes facing up. And then you can circle. Making sure that hand is doing all the work, this right arm, and the left ankle is really open and loose, the whole left foot, left leg. Change direction. Maybe you're like me and you've got some clicks and cracks through the ankles and the toes. Nice. And then cross the ankles, bring the weight forwards again into that tabletop. Inhale. Take the legs back there so you've got a nice tabletop base. Inhale, take the right arm out, the left leg out. This movement is coming from the core, the navel hugging in. Square off. Make sure that your pelvis is parallel. Exhale, round. Bring the elbow towards the knee. Inhale, we reach out, take it out. Toe and knee faces down. Exhale, round. Elbow to knee. Go again. Inhale, reach out, extend. Exhale to replace the leg and the arm back down to the floor. Inhale, left leg, let the movement come from your center, Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha. Inhale. Exhale, round. Inhale. Full breath, exhale. The same thing, just like before. Breath guiding the movement, the inside thigh of that right leg, really taking the toe and the knee to face down to the mat. Inhale to take it out, and then exhale, we're going to replace it back down. Nice. From here, you've got the tuck of the toes. Inhale, you lift the knees off just a couple of inches. Feel that low core nice and held here. And we can begin to just bring the weight forwards and back. The hands and the feet, just playing here with where your weight is being held, grounding down through the base of that index finger. Inhale, come back into the center, nice balance. Exhale, release the knees down to the floor. Inhale to lengthen the spine, and then exhale to sink the hips back towards the heels. Keep the toes tucked. Now maybe this is enough for you to feel the opening through the back of the ankle V, through the Achilles. If not, keep pushing into the hands until the knees come off. Keep lengthening through the back of the leg, through the calf, the feet, the ankles, the heels reaching back. Take the breath, inhale. And exhale. Inhale back into that tabletop, and then exhale, release the knees back down to the floor. Cool. From here, release the hips back down. You're in this, the hips coming back to the heels. The knees are still slightly apart, so you're in this kind of Rasana base. Now take the hands behind you, tuck the pelvis underneath, and we're going to just take this slight back bend. Inhale. As the pelvis tucks, you can lift the whole front of the body up, and then exhale to release it back down. Let Mula Bandha begin this movement. So you're engaging Mula Bandha in your core, and then that's tucking the pelvis underneath, and then drive the knees and the shins down into the mat to open up through the whole front body. And then exhale to come back down. We're going to take one more just like that. Inhale. Mula Bandha engages. Take the tuck, open up through the front body. Maybe shoulder blades on the back. Maybe you even let go of the head a bit here if it's cradled by the shoulders. And then exhale to release all the way back down. Inhale, bring it back into that tabletop. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, the right leg lifts up behind you. Take your toes and the knees to face down towards the mat. Now don't worry about the height of this right leg at all here right now. You want the pelvis to stay square, and you're rooting down through the inside of the left foot. The big toe mound, the ball of the foot, and the heel all reaching back. So you're opening up through the left leg. Inhale, and then exhale, release that right leg down to the mat. Inhale, the left leg coming up behind you, toes and knees facing down. Take the pelvis to be square. Find the base of the index finger of both hands and keep pushing evenly. Lengthen the right heel down to the mat. Inhale. And then exhale, release that left leg back down. Inhale, reach the right leg again up behind you. And now exhale, bend that knee and take the left knee high. Stack the right hip on top of the left. We keep driving the left heel down towards the mat. Hands push evenly. Now give that right foot a circle. We're opening up, loosening the ankle. One direction and then the other. Making sure it's all nice and loose. Inhale, release the leg back and up behind you, nice and long, and then exhale, replace it down. Inhale, the left leg comes up. And then exhale, you bend the knee, you stack the hip, the left knee opens up. Keep working the inside of the right leg down into the mat, and then take some circles with the ankles. Keep pushing the hands evenly. Your head is relaxed. Your neck is relaxed. Change direction. And then inhale, take that left leg back and up behind you. Exhale, release the leg down to the mat. Inhale to come up back into that lifted tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. Take it back. Inhale, pushing into the fingertips here to tent the hands and just allow that opening through the underneath of the armpits. And exhale. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, down dog. Look towards the hands and then take the journey, the feet to meet the hands. Find that halfway lift. Onto Uttanasana. Hands come up the legs as much as you need to find the flat back. Engage the inside thighs towards each other. You're broad here through the glutes, the low back. Navel hugging in, you stay long as you drop the crown of the head, float the pelvis up. And then push into the floor, come all the way up to stand. Inhale, long spine. Look up, reach up, exhale, the hands come to prayer. And then release down by your sides, Tadasana. The pose of a mountain. Strong and tall like a mountain. Drive the feet into the mat. You have that engagement of the inside thighs. Kneecaps pulling up, pelvis tucks. Extend through to the spine, the shoulders rolling up, back and down. The low ribs contained, the belly hugging in. Palms face forward, there's life there in the fingers. Extend through to the crown of the head, gently tuck the chin, close the eyes. Become quite still here. And give yourself a chance, a moment, to just find your perfect balancing point. Rock forwards and back over the feet. Check where that is. All four corners of the feet root down. Maybe the toes and the arches can lift. Perfectly balanced. Now the eyes to open. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, long spine, swan dive, all the way down, float the hips, release the head. Inhale to your halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, take the right leg back behind you, drop the right knee down to the mat. Inhale, circle the arms up, open the chest, and then exhale, they circle all the way down to the mat. Inhale, carry the left leg back and up behind you, three-legged dog. And then exhale to bend the knee and stack the hip, just like we did a minute ago. Inhale, open up here, straightening the leg again. And then exhale, the knee coming towards the nose, you release the leg, the left foot back down towards the mat. Inhale to reach the arms up into your crescent lunge. Exhale to cactus the arms as you drop the pelvis down. Maybe even look up, shoulder blades on the back. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, hands come down to frame the left foot. Inhale, right leg in next to the left, a halfway lift. Exhale, drop the crown of the head, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take the left leg back behind you. The left knee drops down towards the mat. Inhale, take the circle of the arms, open the chest, look up. Navel hugs in, everything hugging in toward the midline. Exhale, the hands come down. Inhale, lift that right leg back and up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, stack the hip. Keep working the left heel down towards the mat, just like we did before. Left hip flexor open. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose, navel hugging in. Place the foot down between the hands. Inhale, you're going to come up, crescent lunge. Exhale, take the cactus of the arms, shoulder blades on the back, maybe you even look up. Inhale to lift the arms up. Exhale, release the hands down either side of that right foot. Inhale, halfway lift, bring the left leg in to meet the right. Exhale to drop the crown of the head, standing forward fold. Inhale, push into the floor, come all the way up to stand, reach up, look up. Exhale, the hands come through prayer. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swan dive, a long spine. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, the right leg goes back behind you, drop the knee down. Inhale, circle. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg goes back and up. Exhale, bend the knees, stack the hip. Inhale, take the leg back and up behind you, lengthening that left leg. Exhale, the knee to the nose, place that foot down. Inhale, come up, crescent lunge. Take the right hand in the left wrist. Exhale, you're going to gently encourage that left wrist over to the left. Keep squaring off with the pelvis, right leg strong, there's the right hip flexor. Inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, release the hands to the low back. Take an interlace at the low back. Inhale here, extend the arms down, open the chest. We're going to step the right leg in next to the left in the exhalation and take a forward fold. Release the arms overhead. Take a breath here, inhale, inside thighs towards each other, lower back open and broad. Exhale, release the hands down. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, the left leg back, knee down. Inhale, circle the arms, reach the arms. Exhale, reach them down to the mat. Inhale, right leg back, three-leg dog. Exhale, bend the knees, stack the hip, open the hip. Inhale, take the right leg back behind you. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose, place that foot down between the hands. Inhale to lift up into that crescent lunge. Exhale, we're going to take that side bend. The right wrist is holding on, the right fingers are holding on to the left wrist. And there's the left hip flexor. Try and drop that pelvis, keeping long through that left leg. Inhale, come back through center, and exhale, release the hands down. Interlace them at the low back. Change the grip, the non-dominant grip. Shift the fingers along one. Inhale, extend the spine, the arms reach down, open the chest, and then exhale, step the left leg into the right, forward fold, release the arms. Take a breath here. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Look up, reach up. Exhale, hands come to prayer. Inhale, take the hands up. Take the interlace of the hands, palms up towards the ceiling, and then come up onto the balls of the feet. Keep the gaze very steady. Find your big toe base, drive that into the floor, hug everything in towards the midline, keep the gaze very still. Find the breath. Relax the face. And exhale to release. Inhale, release the index finger, interlace all of the others, and then exhale, you're going to extend up out of the hips and reach over to the right side. The pelvis, the hips go towards the left. Keep working the right side body under, drive the legs into the mat. Inhale and exhale. Navel hugs in, come through center. Inhale. Exhale to the other side. Now the hips are going to go to the right. You lift up out of the pelvis. The left side body comes underneath. Shoulder blades down the back. Drive the feet into the mat. Full breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come up through center. Option to take a slight back bend if you like. Maybe even just look up, lift the chest. And then exhale, take that swan dive all the way down. Inhale, a halfway lift. Exhale, take that right leg back behind you, drop the knee down. Inhale, circle the arms, reach the arms, open the chest. Exhale, release the hands down. Inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knees, stack the hip. Inhale, reach the left leg back and up behind you, extend it back. Exhale, the knee to the nose, place the foot down between the hands, come up into your crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale into warrior two. So the right foot in line, the outside of that right foot in line with the back of the mat. We're squaring off to the right side of the mat as much as possible, but keeping the left knee working out. Drop the pelvis, hug it underneath. Lift the arms, extend them in either direction. Take the breath, inhale. And exhale as you sink deeper, work that left knee out, keep lifting up, extending the arms in either direction, shoulder blades drop, take another breath here, inhale. And exhale, we're going to reverse the warrior on the inhalation. Keep bending that left knee, lift that left arm up, and then exhale, come into extended side angle on this side. You can start here with resting the left elbow on that thigh, drop the pelvis, keep this whole right side body in one long line, and then lift the arm. Take the shoulder blade onto the back and down into its socket on both sides. Hugging that navel in. You're twisting the left side body underneath, staying strong through this left leg. Deep breaths here. Maybe you'd like to go a little bit deeper if this feels good for you, really comfortable. You can try bringing this hand down towards the floor. It could come to a block if you have one. If not, release it down towards the floor. But try not to dump too much weight. You're still holding yourself here. Through your core. To test that, you can release that left arm. Take the breath. Inhale. And exhale. From here, we're going to come all the way into Vashisthasana side plank with the right hand coming to the center of the mat. You're turning to the outside of the right foot. Now lift that left leg up. Strong through the right side body. And then exhale, you can just place the left leg on top of that right. Whole right side body engaged. Inhale, extend through to the crown of the head. And then exhale, release the left arm down, high plank. Inhale, weight forwards into the hands. And then exhale, let's come down in one long line, really nice and slow. Take your time, elbows in. Untuck the toes. Take the arms to the low back. Inhale, reach the chest. Reach the arms back and the chest will lift, the shoulder blades come together. And then exhale, maybe you're going to lift the legs as well. Work the inside thighs towards each other, lift the whole thing up, extend back, inhale. And then exhale to release. You can make a pillow with your hands, just release the forehead onto the hands. Let the legs be loose here, the whole pelvis relaxes. Take a breath. And exhale. Inhaling, the hands come underneath your shoulders. You take it through that tabletop. We're going to come to a seat, however you want to get there. Cross the ankles and sit back, or take it all the way around. And then extend the legs up into a bent knee boat pose. So you keep it here just now, engaging the inside thighs towards each other, broaden through the upper back, lift the crown of the head. Hug that navel in, inhale. And exhale. Option here to inhale and extend. And exhale, pull it in. Keep hugging the low belly in. Inhale. And exhale. You can stay exactly where you are, stationary as well, no worries. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to take 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Nice and slow. Inhale. And exhale. Release the legs down. Give yourself a big hug. You can release the forehead down onto the knees. Let the spine round. Nice. From here, cross the ankles. You bring the weight forwards on the inhalation back into your tabletop. Take it back to downward facing dog on the exhalation. Inhale, let's lift that left leg up behind you. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose, place the foot down between the hands. Now bring that right foot in a few inches, you're coming to that pyramid base. They're parallel, think railroad tracks. Now hands onto the pelvis. Lengthen through the spine, find a lift here, halfway or more if you need to take the left hip back. Keep working the inside thighs towards each other. You lengthen all the way through the spine and then exhale to come down. Left hip back. You can release the hands down to the mat. If you have blocks, you can use blocks. If you'd like to just place them on the leg, but don't push into the leg so that you're overextending your knee. You really want to keep supporting yourself through your core. Full breath in. And exhale. Every exhalation, you can extend the spine, drape the spine a bit more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Come up halfway, take the hands onto the pelvis. Exhale, we're going to stand up the whole way. Now take this back foot to a 45-degree angle, more warrior one. We're going to square off again here. Inhale, reach the right arm up, left hip back. Exhale, you come down, long legs. Now the left hand is coming to the outside of this leg, down to a block on the outside of the foot or all the way down. If that's not comfortable for you on the back leg and you want to remain in railroad tracks, feel free to do so, you definitely can. Play around and see which one works for you. Now wherever you are, inhale, you can really use that right hand here to find that length in the spine, push into the floor, lengthen the pelvis back, straighten the legs and engage them towards each other. And then with the exhalation, you're lifting that left arm up, bringing the right side body underneath. Keep engaging the inside thigh so that you're broad through the outer legs. Inhale and exhale to release. Inhale, there's a halfway lift. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, bring your right leg in next to the left. A halfway lift here. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, push into the floor, come all the way up to stand, look up, reach up. Exhale, the hands come to prayer. Inhale, let's go. Reach the arms up. Interlace the hands again, palms reaching up towards the sky, but the non-dominant grip. Shift the fingers along one. And then come up onto the balls of the feet once more. Hold it here. Find that big toe mound. Everything hugs in. gaze is steady. If you're really comfortable here, try closing the eyes. Take a deep breath. Find your center. And exhale, release the heels down. Keep the length in the body. Inhale, release the index finger up, interlace the other fingers. Exhale, let's take the hands to the left, the hips to the right. Squaring off the left side body underneath, feet into the mat. Inhale. Exhale to the other side. Inhale to lift up. Maybe even a back bend or open the chest. And then exhale, take the swan dive all the way down, long spine. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take that left leg back behind you. Drop the knee down to the mat. Inhale, circle the arms, open the chest. Exhale, release the hands down. Inhale, right leg back, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knees, stack the hip. Inhale, take that right leg back behind you. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose, place the foot down between the hands. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, warrior two on this side. You're looking for the heel to go through the mid of the back foot, right directly the center of the middle of the arch. The right knee working out. Take the breath. You lift up, Mula Bandha held. Exhale, you sink deeper. As you sink, you extend. Right arm, left arm, either direction. Right knee working out. Toes are long. Jaw is relaxed. Look down the midline of that mid finger. Warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, deeper, extend. Shoulder blades down the back. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Keep bending into that right leg. Right arm lifts up. And then exhale, extended side angle on this side. Take it slow, build it. Right hip tucking underneath, pelvis dropping. It's a hip opener. So let the hip be loose and released. The outside of the left leg all the way through this left side body is long. Shoulder blade onto the back. Roll it back and down. And then extend through to the fingertips. Making sure there's no weight dumped into this right hand. Maybe you want to take it a bit further and take it down into right hand towards the floor. Keep dropping that pelvis. Full breath. One more here. Inhale. And exhale. Take another inhalation. And then exhale, we're going to come all the way into Vashisthasana, side plank. So you're squaring off the left toes, the heel rises, left hand to the center of the mat. Come to the outside of the left foot and lift the right leg up. And then maybe just place it back down on top of that left leg. Whole left side body engaged. Inhale, length through the whole body. And then exhale, squaring off, high plank. Inhale the way forwards into the hands. And then exhale, one long line all the way down. Now we take bow pose. You can take a bow pose. If you feel warm and your back is nice and loose, you're good for a back bend, definitely feel free. You have the other options. You can take before the locust, the hands behind the back, or any of these cobra that we've been doing is good as well. If you're up for it, you bend the knees. Hold on to the tops of the feet. You're reaching the arms back. You can take a breath in here. The legs are in towards each other. Try to keep the knees contained. And then exhale, kick. Kick the legs back and up behind you. That opens the chest, shoulder blades onto the back. The more you kick, the more the chest opens. You lift the head. Breathe, come up. And then exhale, release. Release the forehead onto the hands. The legs are long. Full breath in. Let the spine be nice and loose. Exhale. Take the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, come through your tabletop. And then the same thing, we're going to cross the ankles and sit back or bring the legs round and come back into that boat pose. Engage the knees towards each other. Now this time, option two, if you feel comfortable to, if it's not too much strain, you take the legs long. Above the heart. Inhale, lift the chest. Extend through the crown of the head. We're going to hold it here for 3 breaths. Inhale. If you've got the knees bent, just hold it there. Work the inside thighs towards each other. Second, inhale. Third, inhale. And exhale to release. Take the breath here, inhale. And exhale. Cross the ankles, bring the weight forwards into the hands, inhale. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. The next inhalation lifts the right leg up. And then exhale, you bring the knee to the nose, you place the foot down between the hands. Now we bring that left foot in a few inches and squaring off for the railroad tracks, pyramid base, they're in parallel. Send that right hip back, inhale, find that flat back, length through the spine, take the hands onto the pelvis, exhale, come all the way up to stand. Let's find it here, this length first of all, inhale. And then exhale, the right hip is working back. You've got the length through the spine. Anytime you want to stop and re-lengthen, come out, please feel free to do so, and then exhale to come back in. Right leg is long. Maybe the hands come down either side of that foot. Inhale. And exhale. Eventually you can release the head down as well. Make sure the neck stays nice and long. Inhale, length. And exhale, lengthen. Over the leg. Take one more breath there. And then let's come all the way up. Inhale, hands onto the pelvis. Exhale all the rest of the way. And then you can take, again, your option, the left foot to a 45 degree if you want to drive that heel back, toes forward slightly on an angle. Or keep it where it was. And then inhale, right hip back, reach the left arm up. Exhale, we come down with a long spine. The left hand coming to either the leg or the block or the floor. And then that's where we get that leverage, that support to inhale, lengthen the spine, send the pelvis back. And then exhale, twist. You can reach that right hand up, work the inside thighs towards each other. That whole right leg stays nice and long. Inhale. And exhale to release. Inhale, long spine. Exhale to come back down. Inhale, lengthen the left leg in next to the right and then halfway lift. Exhale, standing forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, drive the feet into the floor, come all the way up to stand. Reach up, look up, exhale, hands come to prayer. Inhale, chair pose. Take the weight back into the heels, maybe the toes even lift off. You're broad through the low back, shoulder blades down. Deep breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Now find your right standing leg, that big toe mound. Drive it down into the floor. Stay low. Keep bent in the knees. The lower you are, the lower your center of gravity, the easier this is. Inhale, then lift the left leg up as high as you can. Take it over the top. We're coming into eagle. Now the higher the left leg, the more chance you've got of getting the toes to wrap behind the ankle. Now don't worry if they haven't wrapped behind the ankle. You can just keep them one wrap. That's good. Square off the hips. And now with the left leg on top, we take the left arm underneath. Cross at the elbows and then cross again at the wrists if you can. And either palms together or interlace the fingers, whatever's available to you. Take the shoulders down the back. Lift the elbows. Keep the navel hugging in, gaze is steady, find the breath. Working the hands away from the face. Full breath. To release, we inhale, lift the arms up, lift the knee up, and then exhale, release it back down. Shake it out. So what we're going to do just now, before it cuts out soon anyways, this is a good point for Instagram, we're going to just close this window and then start again fresh. You slide straight back in. It would close anyway soon. So if we do that now, and then we'll set back up for Gadadasana on the other side. So for Facebook Live and anyone else who's watching, we'll carry on for just a moment before they continue back with us. So what we can do is inhale to reach the arms up. First of all, lengthening all the way through the body. And then exhale, we're going to come down into chair pose, and they can join us here in chair pose in a moment. So you take the weight all the way back into the heels. And the toes maybe can lengthen, the arches can lengthen, all four corners of the feet root down. And then even if you have a pillow or a block or something, you can put it between your legs and squeeze it there. And that really does help you find that feeling that you want to create here, that squeeze to broaden the low back. That's your inside thighs working. It means that all of the outsides of the legs can lengthen. You've got the squeezing of the thighs, the tucking of the pelvis, the broadening of the low back, the shoulder blades release. The chest is open, the arms lift. Take a few deep breaths here, it's cleansing. Cool, I think we're back on. So from now we're going to go into Garudasana on the other side. So you've got the left leg rooting down, we're finding our big toe. Now get low, if you're with me here, stay low. Navel hugging in, we're going to lift, keep the gaze still. Lift that right leg up as high as you can. Take it over the top. The higher the right leg, the easier it's going to be to find that bind of the toes behind the ankle. Hold it here. Try and get low. Engage the thighs towards each other. And now right leg on top, right arm comes underneath. Cross at the elbows and the wrists. See what's available today on this side. Notice the difference. Deep breaths. Navel hugs in. Keep squeezing the thighs towards each other. Keep the gaze steady. The next inhalation, release. Stand up, lift the knee. And exhale to let it go. Nice. Good work. Shake it out. From here, inhale. Exhale, swan dive, long spine. Let's take the flow. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, option to jump back through chaturanga if you like. Otherwise, step back, elbows come in. Inhale to roll through an upward facing dog. Exhale back to downward facing. Inhale the right leg up behind you. Exhale, let's find our pigeon pose on this side. Take the right wrist, the right knee behind the right wrist. Drape that shin. Let the right hip be heavy. Relax down towards the mat. The left leg goes long, toes in line with the knees and the leg. And then yes, squaring off. So the right hip is back, the left hip forwards. If you are raised up here with your right hip, you can't release it down to the mat. Place something underneath it, a block or a bolster, a pillow, a blanket. Any of these are good options. Inhale, square off. Drop the pelvis, lift the chest. And then come down, exhale. Inhale. Long spine, exhale. Now with every inhalation, you're really just filling up and extending where possible. And with every exhalation, you want to soften. Let go of whatever you can. We take a few full breaths here. Let the face be relaxed and the jaw. Notice the feet and the hands. One more deep breath. And exhale. Let's carry this left leg all the way around to find Baddha Konasana on this side. So then the heels are going to come in towards the groin. We're holding onto the feet, and you can release the knees, release the legs as much as possible. Let them be heavy. Elbows on the inside, shoulder blades onto the back. Roll them up, back and down. Inhale, extend. And exhale. The pelvis is rooted down, and then the heart is extending. Inhale. And exhale. Keep working the shoulders down the back with every exhalation. Maybe you come a bit deeper. Inhale. Filling up with the air and softening with the exhalation. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale to roll the spine up. Take the legs out long in front. Paschimottanasana, seated, forward fold. There's the flex of that feet again. The engagement of the kneecaps up the legs. Inhale to reach up. Root down through the pelvis, let the side body be long, and then exhale, the pelvis reaches back as the heart reaches towards the toes. Inhale. Find that length through the spine, and exhale. You have a contraction here in the hip flexors, the front of the hips. That's what's allowing the hip extensors and the low back, all of that to really loosen, to extend, the length in the legs. Inhale. Don't worry about where the hands are. Keep thinking of the heart, and then all the muscles along the spine extending. That pelvis rooting back and down behind you. Full breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. With this exhalation, round, let go. Full breath here. Just let one inhalation, one full cycle, and one exhalation. And then from here, just roll the spine up. Inhale. Take the cross of the ankles, bring the weight forwards into the hands. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Let's take pigeon on the other side. Inhale, the left leg lifts. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose and then place that knee down behind the wrist, straight the left shin across the mat. Don't force it anywhere. Take the right leg back. Lengthening that right leg. Square off the hips. Left hip back, right hip forwards. And then stand up proud to start with. Lift the chest. And then relax the pelvis. Drop your pelvis down. You can just stay here if you like, if it feels really good. We'll take the breath in. Inhale. And then exhale, we're going to come down. Again, take your time. You can stop halfway. Lengthen again. Come down a bit more. Full breath in and full breath out. Notice here if the mind begins to wander. Try to catch yourself. Stay present. Let the face be soft. The eyes, the whole body. One more deep breath. And exhale. Walking your hands back in, roll the spine up. We're going to bring this right leg now all the way round. And then take it straight ahead of you. Keep the left knee bent. So the left sole of the foot coming to the inside of that right leg, Janu Shasana. We're in a kind of tree pose base. Take the right hip back. Flex with the right foot. The toes and the knees face up towards the sky. Inhale, you lift the arms, shoulder blades release down. Square the chest off over that leg. And then exhale, extend. The left hip especially roots back. And the whole of that back body extends over the right leg. Use the breath just like before here to Lengthen, root down through the pelvis, and then exhale, come down even further. One more breath. Rolling the spine all the way back up. Let's change it straight away to the other side here. Bend the right sole of the foot into the inside of that left leg. Take the left leg nice and long. And then let this right leg be nice and relaxed, nice and heavy. Toes and the knees face up towards the ceiling, your inside thigh engaged. Inhale, we square off, reach up. Root down through the pelvis, navel hugs in. Take the chest over that left leg. Lengthen and exhale. Now root down through your right pelvis and then extend from there all the way over the leg. Inhale to square off again, to lengthen again, and exhale to come down, maybe even further. That inside thigh of the left leg, keeping it nice and engaged and straight, pointing up towards the ceiling. Full breath. Let the breath fill up the low back. With your exhalation, try to soften that whole area. Let's take one more breath here. And then coming all the way back in the inhalation. Let's find that Baddha Konasana base again, sorry. Extend the legs away from you this time a bit so it's a bit more of a diamond. And then we take a final forward fold here, just taking the arms around the ankles to the tops of the feet. Inhale, just lengthen through the spine, and then exhale, let yourself round. Let the forehead be heavy here, the tailbone, the pelvis still rooting down behind you. You have that opening up of the whole back body. Deep breath, inhale. And exhale. Take the hands out from underneath. Inhale, just roll the spine up, take the soles of the feet to the floor. Take the hips in towards the heels, lift the arms. Inhale. We're going to come down really slow on the exhalation. Navel hugs in towards the spine. One vertebrae at a time. Then let the shoulder blades come down. And then straight away, let's just take our bridge. So the heels come in towards the glutes. The hands are long, palms face down. Arms alongside you. And then we're going to push into the feet. And as you push into the feet, that tailbone tucks underneath. Let's take one just like this. Inhale to come all the way up. Push the feet, tuck the tailbone, front body opens, and then exhale, let's come all the way back down. Release the vertebrae one at a time. Doing the same thing again. Inhale, push into the feet, tuck the tailbone, come all the way up. Front body opens. Now you can stay here, or if it feels really good, you'd like to try, you can take one shoulder under, and then the other. Opening up through the whole chest, interlacing the hands, the low back, and then driving the backs of the arms, the feet, the tops of the shoulders into the mat. Lift up and then exhale, slowly come down, one vertebrae at a time. And then give yourself a big hug. Let the knees come in towards the chest. Release the tailbone down, release the pelvis. And the shoulder blades release down, the whole spine is long. Inhale. And exhale. You can take some small circles with the knees if you like to just release that tailbone. Massage the low back. Try to keep everything nice and loose. Take one direction and then the other. And then from here, take the arms out wide to a T position, palms face down. And you can keep the legs next to each other just like this, parallel, or for a bit more of a reclined twist, for a bit more twist here, you could take the right leg on top of the left leg, just like an eagle pose. Take the breath in, inhale. Last option to just hop the hips over to the right, if you'd like a little bit more. You can keep them central if you like. And then exhale, let the knees fall to the left side and the right shoulder blade roots down. Keep the spine long, keep the legs heavy, right shoulder blade roots. And then maybe when you get there, you can release the left hand down onto the top thigh. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, let it all out, let yourself twist, let yourself be loose, relaxed, heavy. One more breath here. And exhale. Engage the navel in towards the spine. We're going to bring the knees all the way back up through center. If you hop the hips to the right, hop them through center. If you ravel the legs, unravel them. And then we're going to take the left leg over the top of the right as an option. And then maybe even hop the legs to the hips to the left as well. Inhale. Now rooting down through the left shoulder, we're going to take the knees to the right side. Keep the spine long. Left shoulder releasing down to the mat. And then when they get there, maybe you can just let go of the legs. Take the right hand on top. Let the whole body soften here as much as possible. Breathe in. Deep breath. And exhale. Letting the inhalation fill you up and the exhalation really soften. Let go everywhere you can. Take one more here. And exhale. Hug that navel in towards the spine. And then bring the legs all the way through center. You can give yourself a nice big hug. Knees in towards the chest. Maybe take a happy baby. Soles of the feet towards the ceiling, and you just kick the legs up and pull down with the hands. The arms are through the insides of my knees, but holding onto the outsides of my feet. And the tailbone releases down, shoulder blades down. Full breath. And exhale to release. If there is any other movement you would like to take, if there's anything your body is calling for to make this a complete practice, then please feel free, take it, do it. Otherwise, you can find Shavasana, your final pose, the final resting pose. So for Shavasana, let's get quite big in our space. Take the legs wide. If you like to use a blanket, feel free. The legs are wide, and then you're going to lie down on your back and take the arms away from the body. Palms face up. Now again, if you'd like to use a pillow as well, maybe for your head, or you can place something under the knees if you like. If there's kind of a weird, uncomfortable sensation in the low back, that could be nice. So wherever you are, you can soften here. Try and take these shoulder blades underneath just by kind of lifting the chest and then softening back down. So you can really lengthen and open through the whole front body. And then we're going to take 3 breaths here, deep inhalation and exhalation. With the exhalation, I'd like you to open your mouth and exhale, sigh, an ah sound to release all of the air. So exhale out any remaining air now. And then inhale, a deep inhalation, fill right up to the bottom of the lungs. Open the mouth and exhale, sigh it out. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale, sigh. Third and final time, make it count. Take a deep breath in, fill up with fresh, beautiful air. And then exhale, soften everything you can on the exhalation, let it all go. Take your attention down to your toes. Relax your toes. Relax the balls of the feet, the arches and the heels. Relax the ankles. Relax the calves, the shins, relax the knees. Relax the thighs and the hamstrings. Relax the pelvis. Relax the groin. Relax the glutes. Relax the front of the hips, the hip flexors. And then work through the low belly. Let the navel relax. Let your stomach hang out. Relax the rib cage. The chest. Just notice the breath here. Relax the fronts of the shoulders and the tops of the shoulders. Relax the low back, tailbone. Relax all the muscles along the spine, the shoulder blades. Relax the biceps, the triceps. Relax the elbows, the forearms. Relax the wrists. Relax the palms of the hands, the fingers and the thumbs. Relax the neck, the throat. Relax the jaw. Relax the tongue inside the mouth. Relax the lips. Relax the cheekbones. Relax the nose and the eyes. Relax the eye sockets, the eyelids. Relax the space between the eyes. Relax the eyebrows. Relax the forehead. Relax the entire scalp and the crown of the head. And the whole body is completely relaxed. The whole body is completely relaxed. you can stay here longer, please do. Feel free, take your time. Otherwise, you can begin to deepen the breath. Find some gentle movement in the fingers and the toes, in the wrists and the ankles. Extend the arms overhead and take a big stretch through the body. And roll over onto either side. Keep the eyes closed. Make a pillow with the underneath arm. And then keeping the eyes closed, push yourself up to a comfortable seat. Any cross-legged variation. Let the hands rest on the knees. Palms up or palms down. Let the pelvis drop. Extend up through the spine, the crown of the head, roll the shoulders up, back and down. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. I wonder if the sun debates dawn some mornings, not wanting to rise out of bed from under the down feather horizon. If the sky grows tired of being everywhere at once, adapting to the mood swings of the weather. If the clouds drift off, trying to hold themselves together, make deals with gravity to loiter a little longer. I wonder if rain is scared of falling, if it has trouble letting go. If snowflakes get sick of being perfect all the time, each one trying to be one of a kind. I wonder if stars wish upon themselves before they die the need to teach their young to shine. I wonder if shadows long to once feel the sun, if they get lost in the shuffle not knowing where they're from. I wonder if sunrise and sunset respect each other even though they've never met. If volcanoes get stressed, if storms have regrets, if compost believes in life after death. I wonder if breath ever thinks about suicide. I wonder if the wind just wants to sit still sometimes and watch the world pass by. If smoke was born knowing how to rise. If rainbows get shy backstage, not sure if their colours match right. I wonder if lightning sets an alarm clock to know when to crack. If rivers ever stop and think of turning back. If streams meet the wrong sea and their whole lives run off track. I wonder if the snow wants to be black. If the soil thinks she's too dark. If butterflies want to cover up their marks. If rocks are self-conscious of their weight. If mountains are insecure of their strength. I wonder if waves get discouraged, crawling up the sand only to be pulled back again to where they began. I wonder if land feels stepped upon. If sand feels insignificant, if trees need to question their lovers to know where they stand, if branches waver in the crossroads, unsure of which way to grow, if the leaves understand they're replaceable and still dance when the wind blows. I wonder where the moon goes when she is hiding. I want to find her there and watch the ocean spin from a distance. Listen to her. Stir in her sleep. Dance when the wind blows from being human. Gently bring your hands to heart center. Now the chin towards your hands. Set your intention for the rest of your day, wherever you are, wherever you're at. Take something from this practice with you. Breathe it in now. And exhale. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me. Again, it will be on my Instagram and Facebook Live for 24 hours after. I'm not teaching class for a couple of days now. There'll be a new schedule that will come out, which keep your eyes peeled for that. So in the meantime, go to my YouTube channel, Joshua Berg Yoga. It has lots of all of this and even more stuff on there. So you can access that anytime. So definitely check that out, subscribe. Otherwise, thank you and enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste.